Imagine a man in a suit, calmly sitting aboard a flight, sipping a drink, and asking for a parachute. Suddenly, he hijacks the plane, demands $200,000, then jumps out of the aircraft over the Pacific Northwest and vanishes without a trace. The name D.B. Cooper is still spoken in hushed tones, as one of the most thrilling unsolved mysteries in American history. Who was D.B. Cooper, and how did he pull off the perfect heist? It was a routine flight on November 24, 1971, from Portland, Oregon, to Seattle, Washington, aboard a Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. A man in his mid-40s, wearing a black suit, dark sunglasses, and a neatly combed appearance, boarded the plane under the name Dan Cooper, later mistakenly reported as D.B. Cooper by the media. Once airborne, he handed a note to a flight attendant that read, "I have a bomb. I want $200,000, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck standing by in Seattle." At first, the flight attendant thought it was a joke, but soon enough, Cooper opened his briefcase to reveal a bomb. With no other choice, the flight crew contacted the authorities, and a plan was put into motion to meet his demands. Cooper's demands were clear. He received the $200,000 in cash, along with 4 parachutes and a portable oxygen tank, while the plane remained on the ground at Seattle-Tacoma Airport, waiting for the ransom to be delivered. The flight crew followed orders, and Cooper allowed the 36 passengers to leave the plane, leaving only the flight crew behind. Cooper instructed the remaining crew to fly the plane on a specific flight path, at 10,000 feet, with the rear staircase lowered for his escape. As the plane flew over the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, D.B. Cooper calmly opened the rear exit door and jumped out of the plane with the ransom money and one of the parachutes. The plane made its way back to Seattle, but Cooper was never seen again. The authorities quickly launched a massive search operation. Helicopters and ground teams scoured the forested region near Vancouver, Washington, hoping to find some trace of Cooper. But after weeks of searching, there was no sign of the hijacker, no parachute, and no ransom money. The FBI conducted one of the most extensive investigations in American history, interviewing thousands of people and investigating over 800 suspects. Yet, D.B. Cooper's true identity remained a mystery. The case was officially closed in 2016, though many still believe that the mystery of Cooper's escape was never truly solved. Over the years, countless theories have emerged about who D.B. Cooper really was and how he managed to escape. Some of the most popular theories include an experienced skydiver or military man. Many believe Cooper was someone with a skydiving or military background, as the jump from 10,000 feet in the dead of night would require professional knowledge of the terrain and parachuting. A master criminal. Some suspect that Cooper was a professional thief, using his cool demeanor and detailed knowledge to execute the heist with military precision. He didn't survive the jump. Another theory is that Cooper never survived the jump. The extreme weather conditions, coupled with the dense forest and his lack of experience as a skydiver, would have made the jump nearly impossible to survive. Cooper is still alive. The most intriguing theory is that D.B. Cooper survived and has been living under a new identity for decades. After all, the fact that no trace of the money was ever found until years later makes it suspicious. In 1980, a significant break in the case occurred. A young boy discovered $5,800 of the ransom money, buried along the Columbia River, matching the serial numbers of the bills Cooper had taken. This discovery led to even more questions. If Cooper had survived, why leave behind any trace of the money? Did the money simply wash up, or was someone trying to make sure it was never found? The discovery of the money only deepened the mystery, as authorities still couldn't pinpoint exactly where the rest of the money went or how Cooper disappeared so completely. To this day, the FBI has never been able to confirm who D.B. Cooper really was, or whether he survived the jump. The case remains the only unsolved hijacking in US history, and the legend of Cooper continues to grow. Theories, books, documentaries, and even films have continued to explore the possibility that D.B. Cooper is still out there, living in the shadows. The flight's passengers, the FBI, and the public remain captivated by this perfect crime, a heist carried out in plain sight by a man who walked away with $200,000 and vanished into thin air. What do you think happened to D.B. Cooper? Did he survive the jump, or did he perish in the wilderness? Was he a mastermind criminal, or simply a lucky opportunist? If you're fascinated by this case and want to learn more about the world's most mysterious crimes, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment below with your theories about D.B. Cooper's fate.